Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Elder Scrolls Legends video. I'm Furo, and today I can finally show you another cool Legends deck to try out. So recently I've tried out a lot of different decks because there's a tournament over the weekend and I will take part in that. So I tried out a lot of different decks. Unfortunately, on the ladder right now what you see is a lot of mid-range decks, so kind of like mid-range warrior, mid-range archer, mid-range battle mage, mid-range whatever you want, mid-range mage maybe, or you see some tokens and you see control mage. So not very interesting, and I totally wanted to try out something that you will not see too often, and that is the control monk. I'm currently still rank 3. I was at the serpent today because I've tried so many decks, nothing was really working for me that good. And the Control Monk deck is able to, or was able to, get me out of the Serpent, and I'm now nearly rank 2 with a very good win rate. So I think right now I have, what is that? 7 wins and 1 defeat or something like that, or 8 wins and 1 defeat, around that ballpark. So a very, very cool deck, I think. Very fun to play, not necessarily for your opponent, because what you are doing is, rule number 1, never attack any of the runes. You are just sitting the whole game more or less, trying to kill whatever your opponent is trying to hit you in the face, and then in the end you just need 1 or 2 big attacks to win the game. So that's kind of what you're doing. You have a lot of tools to make that happen. You have a lot of lethal creatures, Sanctuary Pet, Shaggle lethal. You have some Vipers here, Charge lethal, just to kill units. You can use Cloudrest Illusionist with the Execute in combination to destroy a creature with 2 power less. So the Cloudrest would make the creature then a bit smaller, and then you can play the Execute to also kill big creatures like Mantikora, for example. You then have, of course, 3 times Cast into Time, a very, very important new card from the, it was in the Forgotten Hero collection, right? Or was it into the Clockwork City collection? I don't know, but it's definitely a very important card. So that is banishing a creature and all creatures from your opponent's deck with the same name. Which means then if you face, for example, a Control Scout deck, if you face one, that is, there are not that many right now, but if you face one, you just use a Cast into Time, for example, on the Giant Bat, and then all the Giant Bats that are in the deck still and the one that is on the board are getting banished, so they're out of the game. The only thing you will not target is the one that he has in hand, so keep in mind that if he has 3 giant bats in his hand and you hit a 4th one on the board, you will not banish anything, so they're all staying in his hand. And also then, depending on the matchup, if you face, for example, a mid-range warrior, you want to hit the Sova of Revenge, of course, with the banishing. It costs you also not triggering the last gap effect, so a Sova of Revenge would not deal you 5 in the face, plus he's losing all the other Sova of Revenge, so that's pretty damn important. Keep the Cast into Time for the key units of your opponent, otherwise use the Piercing Javelin, that is also destroying a creature, but it's not banishing and not banishing all the other copies. So Cast into Time for the more important creatures, that will give you the most value, or your opponent rather, and the Piercing Javelin for all the other small and big creatures that you can find. Then, of course, you have the endgame package with Mantikora, Dragonborn, Odahviing, Paarthurnax, so the big dragons are all here. For card draw, you have Eclipse Baroness, you have the Dawns to clear some boards, and you have, very important, you have the Journey to Sovngarde in the deck, which was nerfed, I know. So you have lost the 0 or the 5 reduction cost of the card. So the creatures are still costing the same, but they're also getting buffed, and having the buffed creature for the end game is very, very important, especially if you face another control deck. If you face a control mage deck, kinda if the control mage player has no Journey to Sovngarde, you should win the game in the end, because you can wait, so you're trading back and forth, you're both just killing whatever your opponent is trying on the board, and then he's killing your stuff and so on, and then you play the Journey and boom, your deck is again full with big creatures, and because they are so big, your opponent is then running into trouble that he cannot clear them anymore. He's running out of destruction while you just draw the big creatures, boom, drop them on the board. Easy game. So overall, I would say the deck is working pretty good. I think I've lost against one mid-range warrior, and that was the case because I had no Cast into Time on turn 5 while he was dropping a Sova of Revenge. I just had the Piercing Javelin, so I took the 5 damage, and he was unable to play Sova of Revenge number 2 and Sova of Revenge number 3, and that was costing me the game. Otherwise, I would have also won this game. So Cast into Time, important card. And with that all said and done, you will now get some gameplay of the deck. I have played 2 games earlier, recorded 2 games for you. One with a very salty opponent, so I hope he's enjoying that if he's seeing the matchup. So it gives a very good impression. If you have any questions left about the deck, about Legends in general, just use the comment section. I'm here to help you out. And also, if you have enjoyed the video, there's always a subscription button at YouTube, or also if you watch on other platforms, there's also a subscription button. So hit that, support the channel, and everything is fine. So now some gameplay, and I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay guys, I hope you're ready to party. We are doing our first game here, and it might be even the only game that I'm showing you, because that is a mage. If he's playing control mage, this game will take a long time. So then it will probably just one game. Having execute, having fighter skill to execute, that's totally fine. So let's just redraw the Mantikora, get a Hive Defender, and a cast into time, which is wonderful. If we expect that he's playing a mid-range deck or token deck, that is in a faster game for sure. He's not doing anything on his first turn, so probably we are just seeing a control mage, or maybe even a support mage. I would like control mage kind of more than a support mage. We do not have anything to clear the supports, so then our win rate is not very high. Dropping the fighters, good here. We can start on the right side, so then kind of forcing him to go left, and then we have a better trade material. If he's not using an execute here on the fighters, good. If he's playing a control deck, that's happening. Dagger for mage, we have the execute, no problem. No problem. This one is down. So normally you don't have to attack here, but you can also deal the one in the face, it's fine. It's not like we're breaking the rune anytime soon. Oh wait, he's still playing tokens? Or is it a singleton deck? Could also be a singleton deck. But whatever, let's deal another one and we go Hive Defender left. If you face a control mage, by the way, you can also, if you have the Undying Dragon, you can go very aggressive in the face. That's the thing. Because if you have the Undying Dragons and he has no board clearer or destruction card whatsoever, then you can deal a lot of damage through the card, and that might also win you the games. So one up here, one up. Shall we go cast into time? Get rid of the Cloudrest. Pretty strong card. Really playing, if he's really playing a token deck, Cloudrest is kind of one of the strongest units he has, besides the Hive Defender and so. Yeah, I think we will do that, and let's try. So he has currently 43 cards. See if something's getting rid of that. Okay, so we hit 2. That probably means that he's playing a token deck. Good to know. Let's again hit him for 1. Doesn't matter, for now, at least. So we can then expect to see a lot of small units on the board over the course of the game. We can see Hive Defender, for example. We will also see some Divines probably buffing the board then for him. This one is not too big, so how about we just go for the Sanctuary Pad, Shaggle the Hive Defender, and we're now passing. Let's keep him at 27 for the moment. So we use the pattern, clear the Hive Defender, or maybe not. Let's see. There's a buff, unexpected. I mean, it will only not buff if he has a Wardcrafter or Dagger for Mage or Lightning Bolt kinda, and maybe he's also running Incarno. These are the points. So we crush the Hive Defender. We have the Dawns ready, so if he's dropping everything left, that's not that big of a deal for us. I still think we do not want to take too much damage, so fighters good should still be fine. Should allow us to either clear 2 units if he's not finding another buff. If he's finding a buff, then we probably just clear 1 unit. I don't think he has now another Wardcraft at hand. But I mean, if we're not killing a single unit, then let's go just Dawns and we are clearing the whole board, and he's losing a lot of value. So the matchup is definitely not too bad for us. In general, especially if he's not going that fast, like in this matchup. He was really going slow at the start. Okay, 3 in the face. First damage. Phalanx Exemplar. Hi. What are you doing here? Piercing Javelin. I think we might even wait here with the Dawns and maybe just go Piercing Javelin. Let's just give him the chance to play more units on the board. It's just 3 that we take, and that's another card for me, right? So why not? We want to take more damage and more value out of the Dawns. And then if we play it now, then we can instantly go into the Mantikora turn 10, which allows us to destroy them whenever he's playing a turn later. And there's another Mantikora. So hooray for me. Ooh, that's the wrong lane. Go left, please. Are you going right? So there was nothing in the graveyard. Hooray for the iron. Good play, I think. I don't know what that was. Here we are, cast into time. Can play it on the pit line, of course, but we're now going for the Dawns, I think. So also, we could also go Tazkad. That might be even better, keeping the Dawns still. So he's not getting a card, that's the important point. We clear the pit line. He's just getting 1 point of damage, down to 26. He's not getting next to card. Iron is dying through the Fighter's Guild recruit. This might be a trade for him. Otherwise we can trade, then he's getting next to card. And we can play the Mantikora next turn, so I feel very safe. He's probably not dealing any damage in my face, or he's dealing just a small portion of damage in my face. So we're not taking too much. And then we can just control the board next turn, which is very important. And so far we have not seen a single Divine. With a Divine, if he's playing those, it's a bit more tricky for us. We have no chance to clear that. Legion Trainer, Born Star Healer. Looking good so far, because then I might just play... Oh yeah, then we just play the Dawn, so he's getting some life back, but that's totally fine. We don't care for that, if you have more life or not. Especially that's kind of helping me, because then he's not getting a card. So easy peasy, Dawns. Clear his Resolute, he's out of cards, he's out of units on the board. There is nothing for him to get right now. Whatever he's not playing, we just kill that every time. So we have the full control, and that's why, if he is clever, he would concede at this point. But he would probably still like to try it at least a bit. So I don't like the Smash Data. That's extra cards for you. I don't like that. So how about just going for the cast into time? And then we go for the Bruma on the right. He's probably dropping his units anyway on the right side, because there is a 4-4 here, so we can just go Bruma right. If he's not playing a unit, just time for the Eclipse, and we refill our hand. But I would expect there's something coming. Okay, Legion Trainer. Cool card. So maybe Mantikora. Yeah, Mantikora it is. I will not give you any value. I will also not give you any card, so enjoy your 1 card in the hand. And we're just building now a board with the stuff that we have in hand, with the destruction cards that we have, and he is not going anywhere. So again, normally he could just concede here. There is no coming back for him, and there is a concede, so he is clever. We are winning this game, and the first win. I will also show you a second game, and this one brings us a Battle Mage, a deck that you will face right now quite often on the ladder, kinda alongside the Warrior midrange deck, the Archer midrange deck, and then all the token decks and the Control Mage. That's what you will face currently. So that is probably a midrange Battle Mage deck with Miraak. It could also be some sort of item Battle Mage deck, and also some sort of deck that is featuring the Voice of Balance. So there are some variations in the build for Battle Mage. They all kind of do the same. They want to deal a lot of damage fast and clear the game then. So kind of on turn 8 or so, when you can play Arcano. Or maybe even on turn 7 if you can play the Miraak and get some high rolls on the weapons. The strategy is all the same for these decks, and we should expect kind of an aggressive matchup. Also, we have Ungolim here for the start. And you know, when Ungolim is shuffling 3 Brotherhood Assassins into your deck, these are always at the top, so we should be able to see them relatively fast. I don't know how the shuffling is working, but you will always see them very fast. So we will play the Brotherhood Assassin, draw an extra card, which is great. Get another cast into time. So let's see, you will probably play aggressive. Could be also a Prophecy Battle Mage, by the way. Yeah, I think for now we are not hitting you. We're just chilling. That's a lot of destruction coming in, starting turn 5. Until then, we need to wait a bit. Trading parties, so that's definitely a Miraak build. Yeah, nothing to play again. Turn 5 is strong. Turn 3 is bad. Turn 4 is probably also bad if we're not finding anything. So he's playing the Miraak. That's why he needs those little Nord Firebrands here with charge. They're then spawning on the board. He can charge them in the face. They're getting a weapon. Cool stuff, and with that he's trying to kill me instantly. Hopefully we can deny that. At least we can draw a card here. And the Dragonborn for 10. Cheap stuff. I'm gonna trade. Again, no need to hit him. And then we just chill here. Next turn. So normally he's not running single Nord Firebrands in the deck, but we could of course try that with a cast into time. This one is a good target. So there's still Rapid Shot incoming. But we might. See? There's another Brotherhood Assassin. Unexpected. So, I think for now we just use the Piercing Javelin and keep the cast into time. Thing is, we would not be able to clear the 5-5 otherwise. And if we just get rid of the Conjurer, well, we still have to deal with the 5-5 that is then dealing damage in my face. Not very happy. Mark of Bannerman? That's a nice target for cast into time. For sure, for sure. How about Going Brotherhood Assassin, we draw a card. Brotherhood Assassin number 2, by the way. So cast into time on the Mark of Bannerman. So he's losing 2 out of the deck, which means all 3 are now down. He's not creating more Nordfire brands. Right now he has 7 cards in the hand, so 2 out of these are the Nordfire brands. So kinda he has 5 other cards at hand that we are not aware of. Gonna pass now. And it looks good if we play Bruma and Exemplar maybe next turn. If we do not need to play a cast into time again. Would give us some life back. Plus we have then a strong guard. Rapid shot. Will you clear this? Most likely you will. With Firebolt. Still has 4 to go, so what could that be? Maybe something like a Daggerfall Mage. If it is a Daggerfall Mage, I might be interested in playing cast into time. A good card. Growthbone Spinner. Could still play cast into time. But do we have to? Is that of a dangerous unit that we need to get rid of it? Don't really think so. I mean, he could get rid of our guards and so later, but nah, we're not doing it. Let's just go for the Bruma, play the Phalanx Exemplar, get some life back, and otherwise just chill. If we can find a good target. He could now play the Nordfire brand, Miraak. Maybe he's doing that. If he's interested in some cool damage. It's just a Giant. Giant would be a good cast into time target though. Yeah, we're doing that. Get rid of the Giant, clear the whole board. No problem, sir. Anything else to do? Not really, right? So yeah, we just go Bruma. Get rid of the Giant. So let's check first how many cards. 36. And he's losing 2 cards, so also all the Giants are down. That means we got rid of the 3 Belligerent Giants, we got rid of the 3 Mark of Bannermans. So far I would say pretty solid hits. Still 7 cards, still 7 cards. Alright, so still the 2 Nordfire brands in your hand. There's Incarno. We have nothing to clear Incarno at the moment. Take our first point of damage. Another cast into time. I don't think I want to play it right now. Actually, we just need to wait 1 turn. Then we could steal Incarno, we could clear Incarno. I think for now we keep the cast into time. Just drop the Phalanx Exemplar, Fighter's Guilty Crude. So we have 2 options to clear Incarno. If he's killing that, we still have the Fighter's Guilty Crude. Also, we can use the Nordfire brands to kill that. So we will have to wait and see what's happening. But I feel safe that we can get rid of Incarno. Hopefully. If he's not going for the... Yeah, exactly for that. Sentinel Battle Mace. Then we cannot clear. There's a Firebolt. And then I will go... Oh man, shall we steal that? Shall we just steal that? That would be a good target to steal. Would also be a good target to just destroy. I really like to steal that, I think. Is there anything that we want to steal otherwise later? Yeah, I mean, some units with items is not too bad to steal. Anything else? I don't think I'm going Dragonborn. It's just too valuable, right? A 9/5. Pretty good. And he already played quite a few fireballs. No lightning bolt so far is out, so these are still all available. 1 lightning bolt plus 1 Nordfire brand would of course be enough to kill the Incarno. But that also means there's one less Nordfire brand coming. So that's the first one. There's the second one. Will we face? There is Miraak. So we had that in hand all the time. Please, no high roll. Treasure map. And there's a high roll. See? Good play. Always a good play to have the Nordfire brand with the Sentinel Battle Mace. So this one is down. And then I think we might just go Mantikora. Clear the 5/1. If we're not finding anything else, the Dawns would totally be better. Is he giving us a card? That's the question. If we get an Execute here, we could also play Cast into Time, Cloudrest, and the Execute, and then maybe clear 2 units or so. See? Piercing Javelin. Still think we do not need that. I think we really just play the Mantikora. And obviously not giving the card, so let's just pass. He's afraid of giving me cards, which is a good sign. So there was then kinda not enough damage in his hand to think about just going stupidly in the face, giving me extra cards, and then kill me in a few turns. With the Miraak out, with the Incarno out, we already got kinda 2 of the biggest damage dealers in the deck. So there's still of course the lightning bolts. He could also resummon it. As a what? So he could resummon the Miraak. Apparently that's not happening. Ah, the lightning bolt. Lightning bolt number 1, and I think he's again not attacking here. Otherwise he could have attacked last turn as well. A Giant. Giant might be a good cast in the time target, really. What do we have in the graveyard right now? We see 2 Brotherhood Assassins, we see Ungolim, double Bruma, Fighters Guild Recruit, Thieves Guild Recruit, an Exemplar, Uncano, Mantikora. Is it already time to play the journey? Could be already time to play it. I don't really want to get rid of these, so I think we're playing Cast into Time. Let's check the deck list again. 28. So how many can we get rid? Again, we hit all 3. That's perfect. We play the journey now. Get some nice value into our hand. Hopefully later, if he's attacking, we get some big units from that. Plus with the Brotherhood Assassins, for example, we also get extra cards. Thieves Guild Recruit is cool. Fighters Guild Recruit. These are all great cards. So I don't know if he's also playing Supreme Artomancers. If he's playing Supreme Artomancers, that is kind of his biggest creature. If he's not playing those, then the biggest creature in the deck will be Uncano, will be the Miraak, will be the Belligerent Giants, and will be the Mark of Bannerman plus the Cloudrest Giant. So these are all out now. We just crossed everything. There's another raiding party. Okay. Pyromancer on an empty board. He's not trying hard to win that. But boy, that's not happening. That is just not happening. So Sanctuary Patch should be okay here. Pyromancer. Brotherhood Slayer left side, I think. So 2 cards out of his hand are not Firebrands, which are not doing enough, I think. So he could then kill the Brotherhood Slayer, but he's also losing units. I don't think we have to play the Cloud, but we could go Piercing Javelin, but really that's not a lot of damage. If he's not finding a way to resummon that, and so far it's not looking like it. So I think we can just, especially if he's finding another Sentinel Battle Mace or so. Or if he's finding another Conjurer and then get a 5/5 on the board, then the Piercing Javelin's just better. Time is already running out. So far he has not decided to do anything. He still has not Firebrands in hand. So the cleverest play would be to play them. So maybe use this not Firebrand, play another one not Firebrand, clear the Brotherhood Slayer. Still have the Miraak on the board if he has a chance to resummon that. But maybe he's just salty. Yeah, it looks like he's not doing anything. So we should face a concede pretty soon. There's also Odahviing. So how about we just play Odahviing? I mean, we don't have to, right? We can just chill here. We can just go Cloudrest. Hit this one. Get a complete contract. Play another Cloudrest. Hit then also the Carbon Pyromancer. Clear it. Have still everything available. We have a complete contract here. We can play Odahviing next turn. Let's see what he's doing now. So you could have played Odahviing here, but I mean, come on. We might just even want to have more fun with the Odahviing later. It could also be that he's now just conceding, right? Time is running out again. He's not interested in doing anything apparently. So potentially he just left the game. Salty. And maybe now sitting on the toilet. And shitting in his pants. I don't know. Well, we should be able to win this game without much trouble now. Oh yeah. There we go. Time was running out. So let's chill. Play Thieves Guild Recruit. Draw some cards. Bruma. Hell yeah. Gonna hit him. We then deal 4 in the face. We go Bruma on the right side. And let's pass. And then let's see how the time is running out again. So that's how you want to crush a Miraak Battle Mage deck. Just use the cast into time. Pick down all the great creatures that the Battle Mage deck has. And he's sitting there with no value left. Nothing to deal damage. And you can just chill and control the game until the end. And then you have maybe some salty opponents that will just left and keep the clock running. We don't care too much for that, to be honest. So I will now just attack him next turn and then win the game. Whatever. So when here comes the final blow. Totally deserved after passing out so much. We can play the Odahviing. So if he's stalling time, how about we just want to show our Big Daddy. And then 8 in the face, the biggest way possible. Or even let's do the 3 in the face first, right? Let's make it a bit longer, and then we can deal 8 and make it -7. So easy peasy. Suhebi, thank you for the easy victory, and I hope you will enjoy the video. And with that also, guys, I'm at the end of today's video. I hope you have enjoyed this video as much as Suhebi had. And if you had, just hit the like button here. You can also, of course, follow the channel, would be much appreciated. And see, I'm nearly back to rank 2. And I kind of was at the bottom of the snake today when I started playing with the Control Monk. So the deck is totally working, definitely better. I just tried so many decks recently and they were all not working that good, but Control Monk, surprise, is working pretty decent. So maybe try it out. Decklist is on the right, or you can also find that in the description. There's a link to legendsdecks.com. Keep in mind that today we most likely get a reveal of the new expansion for Elder Scrolls Legends. I'm very excited for that. If you want to check it out, just go to the Twitch account of Bethesda today in the evening, I think it is. Or it might be today at midday for you if you live in America. I have no idea when it's happening. I have no time to watch it, but I'm totally excited for the news. So you should check it out, and I might then also give you the news otherwise in the next couple of days to fill you in with everything. Until then, guys, wish you a wonderful weekend and enjoy your time in Elder Scrolls Legends. Bye bye.